What if the children you prayed for became the very reason your prayers turned into tears? Hey everyone, welcome back to Stories and Tales. With Diana, don't just watch, but work with them. Let's get the hit and lesson right away. Adeyemi and his wife had been married for 12 long years without a child. Their nights were filled with prayers, fasting and tears. At last, they decided to adopt a pair of 2-year-old twins, Femi and Fumi. The couple was overjoyed. To them, these children were an answered prayer. They loved them so deeply that even at night, they allowed the twins to sleep in their room. Let them be close to us, the mother would say. One day, God will still give us our own. But one moment of carelessness can rewrite generations. It gets to a point where they begin to take note of what is wrong with Mummy and Daddy every night and why is Mummy always shouting. Sometimes, Fumi and Femi will tell their classmates in school that their mummy is always shouting in the night and Daddy will be saying sorry. And their classmate gave them the worst advice ever, which is, whenever you hear Mummy shouting, open your eyes wide up and check for yourself. Then you will understand why Mummy is always shouting. At first, the twins pretended to be asleep, but their young eyes and minds were wide open. They saw the secret things their parents did in the dark, and curiosity began to grow. They saw the way Mummy will say hash, and Daddy will say, sorry, I will take it easy. By the time Femi and Fumi turned 7, the parents still let them share the same room, out of love, out of closeness, but also out of ignorance. The children became silent students. They copied what they saw, which is Daddy and Mummy style, and always practiced when their parents were not at home. And as the years passed, those games grew darker. At 15, they no longer practiced in their parents' room. They had their own rooms now, their own privacy. What started as curiosity became pleasure. What was once hidden turned into addiction and enjoyment, brother enjoying sister. By 18, it was no longer a game. It became their life. Their bond was no longer innocent. It was a secret they could not control. And then, tragedy struck. Fumi became pregnant at 19. What you hide in the secret dark place can destroy your future in the morning. The parents' world collapsed. For 12 years, they had begged God for a child, and now the children they adopted had brought them shame. And what if the children were not adopted? The parents could not get rid of the pregnancy. How could they? They had prayed for children for so long, and now life had given them one, but in the most painful way possible. The father, Adeyemi, sat in silence, his head in his hands. The mother wept for days. Neighbors began to whisper, sensing something was wrong. The family was torn between love and shame. If this story is already making your heart heavy, hit like and subscribe, because what comes next will shake you to your core. Femi begged his parents not to expose them, and Femi also cried because a lot was going through his mind, how his sister will become his wife, and how shameful it will be when the child comes to life, and how he will explain to his child that the mother is his own blood sister. It becomes dark and deeper to explain. Fumi cried at night, holding her stomach, asking if the baby was cursed, because she does not want to tell her child what advice to give to her child, because the deed has already been done. The parents thought of 3 painful options. 1. Keep the pregnancy in silence and pretend it was a miracle. 2. Hide the twins from the world, carrying shame in their hearts forever. 3. Confess to their pastor and elders, risking gossip and disgrace. But whichever way they turned, pain was waiting. One moment of carelessness can rewrite generations. If you're still listening, tap like and subscribe, because the ending will leave you speechless. The pregnancy grew, and it grew fear, betrayal, blackmail, and shame. A family that once prayed for children now prayed for forgiveness, because they thought of getting rid of the pregnancy. Adeyemi looked at his wife one night and whispered, "We caused this. What if we had sent them to their own room years ago? What if we had guarded our secret better? What if our love blinded us into destroying them? The wife, sobbing, replied, "What if our silence has destroyed not just them, but generations after them?" Their home, once full of laughter, was now full of tension, sorrow, and whispers. So, what if the children you prayed for became the very reason your prayers turned into tears? What if your child will copy the secret you thought no one saw? What if one moment of carelessness rewrites generations? And what if the shame you hide in your bedroom today becomes the curse your children carry tomorrow? Remember, what you hide in the secret can destroy your future in the morning. Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that will keep you thinking long after they end.